How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Shadows Over Loathing. I've been trying to get the daily uploads. Sorry for missing some there. I just had a busy week. You know, I tried to get ahead on these a little bit, and then I felt overly confident that I had, gotten far enough ahead. Then, busy week, I kind of just took a day off midweek and went skating. Just at a public free skate. I just thought that would be a nice way to unwind, and it was. I don't regret that at all. I apologize that I missed an upload, but I kind of needed it, and it was great, and I feel great today. Tentacle House. There is no new on this. We did go to it at some point really early on, so I almost forgot about it, but it is time to go back to that. You pass by an alley where two women wearing grease-stained coveralls and welding masks. I think this is all probably the same stuff. Just regular ass fight. Do you know what I could or should be doing? Combat speed. And you know what? I'm going to turn up map movement a little bit. Dialogue I've never found to be excessively slow or anything like that. But the combat, especially, it looks a little bit insane now that it's like creating a little swirl in the middle of the wrench. It kind of bugs your eyes out if you look directly into it. Avert your eyes. Look, watch where you're looking. Be careful with that. But in general here, I find that some of these battles feel quite slow, especially when often the battles are quite similar from one to the next. You know, there's only so many different attacks that enemies can do. Only so many different varieties of enemies, so, you know, might as well just blow through that a little bit more quickly. Old gas, hand washing gas. I think we've seen that before. It looks like there's quite a bit more empty space on this map. Like, maybe something there, probably, certainly a couple around there. So I'll clear out Tentacle House, which sounds like the world's worst frat, and then we can look into some of that. This is the front door into that calamari factory riot. Well, calamari, you know, like little baby squids. So instead of a tentacle house, it's a calamari factory. I'm trying to figure out where riot fits into there. It seems like this house used to be quite nice. Tall ceilings, nice wallpaper, fancy molding everywhere. Now, however, the wallpaper is peeling, the plaster is crumbling, and there's tentacles poking out everywhere. It's a real fixer-upper. Hello? Anyone call for a tentacle exterminator? Isn't, anyone call for an exterminator? That's the fire bats, I think, say that in StarCraft, and perhaps they're quoting something. There's a lot of references in Blizzard games. I don't think anyone called for a tentacle exterminator, but if you want to do some pro bono extermination anyway, I don't think anyone's gonna stop you. Well, except maybe the tentacles. Well, they try as they might, I will never let them gain an advantage over me. Do you know what? Maybe this is somewhere where Molly would actually have something to say. Small talk, it's been a few years. Wow, just so infrequently. Well, I'll explore the bathroom here first. Doesn't flushing toilets, always give you experience? This toilet is old and damaged, but it appears to still be functional. Hooray, 15. It's, pretty good, actually. 83. I could actually upgrade my muscle just right there on the spot. But I'm wondering, ooh, extra XP from fights, extra magical weapon attacks feels really good. Constantly damage enemies. That seems shockingly good. Oh, +3 extra mysticality and +3 magical. I'll get more out of that for the same cost. So that's probably actually the most logical one to build towards. This sink has a cracked bowl and a grubby tap. Look at that! Somebody lost a ring in the drain, and fortunately your fingers are just long enough to grab it. You got the cheese grater ring. This is the perfect ring for people who want to accentuate a salad without having to make an extra trip to the utensil drawer. Parmesan missile adds 2 additional damage. I think that's the one that I end up using most often. I boost everyone else's stuff. But you know, if I had that, God, that's just the idea of wearing that on your finger gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's as bad as paper cuts in between the fingers. It's gross. It's horrible. It's Saw-level sadistic. I lost track, but I think I'm actually doing like 7 damage with the Parmesan Missile. That would go further than anything else, like gaining 2 muscle to my companion, Moxie. This bathtub is filled with a fluid you'd rather not consider. Consider it fished. That's at least one thing we could do with it. And turned up a glob of wet hair. Of course, that's disgusting. You unclog the drain and the tub empties itself with a nauseating gurgle. This would be disgusting even if it wasn't wet. Reduce muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 5. Well, gross. Is filled with the fluid you'd rather... It's not anymore. We drained it, but... whatever, can't update every single dialogue after every single interaction. 3 tentacles have erupted from the floorboards here. Interrupt the eruptors. See, here's what I had in mind, is that, that's the wrong... Parmesan Missile deals 5 now. I was hoping actually that I was raising Queso Fustulento, because then it would be up to 7, and 7 seems to be like a cutoff of lower tier enemies. Dang, that is way less interesting to me. I care so much less about that. Like, I could use it instead of this because it also lowers Moxie, but that doesn't matter so much. Now and again, I guess I will fight Moxie-based enemies, and that'll matter a little, but... yeah, I'm iffy on that one. I'm iffy. I'll keep using that ring now. Oh, swell, a massive colony of roaches in the walls. This house is a real peach. Yeah, tip-top. The stove is remarkably clean on the outside. Ah, yes, all the filth is on the inside. That makes sense, I guess. These tentacles must have been in the mood for a snack. Give them an attack instead. You know what? I will just blast straight through. Doesn't matter, I'll just take the damage, you know? A tentacle skin hatband. You're not entirely sure that the inside of a tentacle is any different than the outside, but if it is, this is some of the outside part. Add spooky armor to a hat. I've been using my chef hat for a while now. Magical weapon attacks. Honestly, that's like pretty good. So, whatever. Let's add some spooky armor. Why not? Add the band, making your hat a little eerier. Ah! Oh, it's the Eldritch's chef hat. I think that's new. I don't think it had that bit of text before. I wonder if that counts as a new picture at the hat picture person. There is exactly 1 drawer left intact. Do you want to try fishing here? Well, I guess. I could also have just checked it, but I guess I'll do some fishing. Or there's the drawer and the sink. 2 separate things. Clean water, continue fishing. You might as well just fish until it tells you that there's nothing left to be fished for. Handful of dirty water. This water is nasty and you wish it wasn't just sloshing around loose in your inventory. Same general idea, just a little bit of grubbiness to it. And fish in a sack, a wet potato. Wow, we would just have the most magnificent seafood chowder at this point, wouldn't we? And I can check the drawer. Jackpot, it was a junk drawer. You grabbed the choicest bits. A fuse. It's weird that they call this a fuse when the whole point of it is for it to split apart if something goes wrong. Oh, fuse putting things together. Yeah, that is weird. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Allows various electrical circuits to work properly, and battery. Portable technology. I think I've already had one of these before. You just gain an AP. This refrigerator almost certainly contains horrors beyond your reckoning. I'll reckon them right up and down. Oh no, no horrors. Just some very old food. Nasty old leftovers. Congealed foul goo in there. The cupboard is bare. Also, it's a refrigerator, not a cupboard. There was almost nothing here to begin with, and now there's nothing now. I added a now. This spot is all fished out. Try coming back again tomorrow, maybe. I've never tried to return to a fishing spot before. I don't think it's of any great interest to me. Rickety stairs lead to the second floor. We should have really cleared this place top to bottom. Although, how would you get to the top without first clearing it out? I don't know. It just feels like this whole house is going to come down around us. It's not in great shape. There are tentacles everywhere. This door is barred from the other side. If the bar is anything like the rest of the house, though, it won't take much to break. 4 muscle. It's exactly what I have. Break it down. Thud, thud, crunch. Okay. It was a little harder than expected. Go on in. Hey, over here. Oh, did you level up in that last little bit here? Hold still a minute while I hit you in the knees with this lead pipe, okay? What? No! Aw, come on. I got a swell idea for improving my kneecapping technique. Oh, improving, not improv. And I want to test it out. Well, you can wait until we get into a fight with someone and try it on them. Booey! I hate waiting for stuff. Molly's kneecap now deals 5 extra damage. That's pretty strong. This nightstand is battered, but mostly intact. The bottom drawer is full of old horse track bedding forms, but the top one contains a wallet and a creepy locket, each with only a minimal amount of crud on them. The inscription reads, "Melinda, my love," but the picture is just a crude drawing of a single eye. I guess that is creepy. And the old wallet, a leather wallet worn thin from years of being sat on. Maybe there's some meat left in it. I can't do anything with the locket, so I'll loot the wallet. You rifle through it, nothing interesting unless you're interested in meat. Yay! I'm over $1,000 actually. That's looking pretty good. This bed must have fallen victim to especially hungry bed bugs. Ironically, this house's backyard looks really nice. The mirror has, to your great surprise, avoided damage. Well, it's obviously haunted. There's hardly anything left of whatever this was. And termites have conspired to make it look like this wardrobe has had one giant bite taken out instead of thousands of tiny ones. What a coordinated effort. Good for them. I'm kind of proud of them. You look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, literally just like changing your mood or your face. Okay, there's still one more room with more tentacles. I thought it would be insane if this was cleared out already. It turns out this house was very easy to deal with and I could have done it ages ago. Clean wardrobe, empty, but for a single coat hanger. But why would a hanger be in a drawer? You're not sure why anybody would want to wear a coat made of wire, but whatever. No immediate interactions with that one, and it's not a quest item either. Even the second story is infested with tentacles. I shall fight them. 5 damage. Yeah, I just figured I would take another quick look at that. Just like confirm, know for sure. I figured deal with that one. It doesn't matter. There's no strategy on hand. I know that it's going to work out regardless, so you kind of just push through it. Can I attach again? Your hat already has a headband. Only one headband at a time. I think that works the same as it did in West of Loathing. You can't even begin to guess what kind of furniture this was. Well, sure I can. Okay then, Smarty Pants, what do you think it was? A chaise lounge? A credenza? How about a crib? Oh, that's too dark. I don't like that. A chaise lounge. Incorrect. An easy chair. Nope. A high chair. I told you couldn't guess. Yeah. Oh, well, I thought it would give me the answer or something. Chandelier. A bergère. Tansu. A captain's chair. A shelf. A bed. A hutch. A valet. A glider rocker. A bassinet. A vitrine. A trundle bed. If I just... Okay, I was just trying to spam click on things. Tea cart. Mirror. Piano. There's so many. I don't know how many there's going to be. I don't know if there is actually an answer here. I'm trying really hard to pick different things every time. I know that I've doubled up a few times already. Wow, okay, maybe you're not meant to actually solve that one. The nightstand is mercifully tentacle-free, except if I open the drawers, right? No, I'm good. The top drawer is filled with dirty handkerchiefs, bleh. But you find a jewelry box and a key in the bottom one. A case, a small jewelry box, which will come in handy if you need to move some jewelry from place to place and you don't want to wear it on the trip. And the house key. You found this key in the nightstand at the Tentacle house. I want to open the jewelry case. You dump out the jewelry's box contents, which are so exciting that you forget to keep the box itself. The amethyst choker, it's not amethyst. The tightness of this necklace makes your neck muscles stand out more when you grimace. And the friendship ring. On the outside of a dog, this ring would look really good. Rather than a dog eating it. Increase familiar's muscle mysticality and everything by 3. At the start, it was and, right? And I had just swapped that out for the inspiring ring, which raised by 2. So you know what? Maybe I go back to that. Maybe I swap it out and go in that direction now instead. There was the locked door. You lock it. Unlock it. Whatever you do. Jeez, it's dark down here. The cellar's way too dark for you to go any further. Yes, you have a flashlight, but you and I both know that flashlights are only good for making dark places visible, not for making them any less scary. Ooh, I'm just hiding in the shadows over there, Molly. Fuse box. All of the fuses are missing. That explains the lights. Insert one. Hooray, now it's slightly less dark. Ooh, horrible monster. A shelf full of long expired cleaning products. This is the dirtiest broom you've ever seen. Now it's the dirtiest broom you've ever owned. You haven't actually seen them all, but you can't imagine a dirtier one than this. Deals muscle plus 2 physical, reduce target's muscle. Well, hello there, you freaky little tentacle turkey. Hot dang, what is that thing? The rat. It's a rat tentacle thing. Yeah, there's the rat tail. Okay, I gotcha. Do you know what? I could throw one to lower its moxie, but that's really not going to do that much, is it? 10? Gonna do 10 sleaze damage. I don't think moxie is, like, important to this thing at all. Ooh, maybe I should be trying to deal with some of these, actually. That tentacle was a little stronger than I expected it to be. Oh, 15. Dang it, I wish I would have just used that on... Dang, well, poorly managed, poorly used. We'll get by. The upgraded kneecapping, 2 physical damage. I thought it raised by 5. And, oh, but maybe your stats have been lowered? No, I feel like it just really should do more than that. Hopefully you managed to take this out, but that would be a lot of concentrated attacks. Yeah, that didn't go well. I kind of realized it wasn't going to, but it was a little too late to do anything about it. I will swat you away. Now let's just go after the big hoss here. Try and just be done with it. Ooh, Molly. Oh, didn't quite get the tentacle out of there. One. It'll get a turn here, so I don't really want to, like, leave it standing and give it that opportunity. We'll get through things just fine. Oh, it healed up. Because otherwise that certainly would have worked, I thought. Maybe my math was garbage. You won. Those tentacles have wiggled their last waggle, and the giant mutant rat, probably in a better place now. Excellent. 108, still a little ways away. Seeds. Here's the problem. There's a hole in this bag of tentacle seeds. Some of them must have fallen on the old dirt floor and sprouted. Clean them up. You dispose of the bag and pick up a handful of seeds. The company that sells these things has never done a satisfactory job of explaining why. Grow a tentacle to aid you in combat. 11 of them, damn. The washing machine needs to be washed and repaired and completely replaced. Let's just start with some humble fishing, shall we, and see what's uncovered there. Mildewed jeans. These jeans are twice as thick as regular jeans because of an extremely serious buildup of mildew. Physical armor and HP. Armor, I keep my mysticality through that. I will probably stick with that. And the void. Step through the shadow rift. Looks delightful. Oh, I'm the eyeball, I think. Do we get to hang back with... hang out with tentacles? A piece of eye. Take it back. Oh, I am the eye? Like, EYE? take back a piece. I'll just gather up all these wonderful little tentacles. Become the best damn little squid ball I can be. I am incomplete. I must complete I. Well, there's so many of them out here. I also like the sweet little spinorama 360 move he does while collecting these up. Surely an octoi? Octoi? Are those shorts? Magic shorts, please. A throbbing ring of negative energy around a pair of dark shorts. You should ask Jessica about this next time you see her. Is this done? Do I leave? I thought I would actually get them. Skitter away from this place. I suppose I'll have to come back and deal with some of that. Ooh. Intriguing, branching options. Alright, I have to go talk to Jessica. Someone, I think in the comments, pointed out a hobo code that I missed. Oh, and I swear there was something at the start of the episode that I mentioned as well that felt like something that I needed to go do. I don't even know, man. I'm just going to chase them off, grab my freebie experience. There's so much going on at all times. I'm also thinking of one other thing that I'm pretty sure came up that I can deal with. The government-issued sardines. The expiration date on these has been scraped off, probably because it's so far in the future that people would be too distracted by the idea of flying cars to actually eat sardines. I will buy them for 15 bucks. Other than, like, the grenades, have you added more? I think you kind of still have everything that you once did. I don't think I have a Cola Wars helmet. If I have two of them now, then I'm an idiot. No, I had the gas mask was the other thing that I had. Okay, I got all sorts of things I'm trying to scratch off here. Might take me a minute. You can feed sardines to cats. Still sleeping on her towel. Feed her the sardines. You open the can. Calliope I had to think about it for a second, immediately wakes up, devours the entire can, then purrs as she licks the remaining oil from your fingers. Looks like you've made a new friend. New cat unlocked. You can now pet Calliope to receive a boon. Pet her now. You give her a nice scritching and she purrs as she goes back to sleep. Calliope's affection have reinforced you against the slings and arrows and mice and birds of the world. +1 physical armor. Well, that's nice. Lovely to parlay with some purry little critters. I don't know. That I decided halfway through that sentence to create a pun out of it, and I had nowhere to go. Didn't leave myself a lot of options. I'm going to gather up more of those, because obviously there are more cats who I think will give their own boons. Thank you to whoever in the comments made me aware that that was like an entire interaction potential that I was missing out on. I'm okay with that as like a general spoiler, to go give sardines to cats. The game hinted at it and I just failed to do it. She looks busy. I found a weird little hole in space. A what? Like a sort of shadow pocket kind of thing? Huh, you didn't put your hand in it, did you? No, all of me went in there. Well, I guess I did, yes. There was a hot dog inside. We're talking about those little holes? Did you eat it? No, don't answer that. Look, I'm gonna suggest that you don't do that again. Okay, you're gonna do it though, aren't you? I guess we'll find out. Jessica opens a drawer and pokes around inside it. Have I not talked to her since fishing the hot dog out of the hole and the wine and stuff? Probably not, because I'm putting off doing the next haunted item quest. Jessica opens a desk drawer and pokes around inside. Charles did something to a pair of pliers. De-ionized them or something. I didn't catch, here they are. Shadow closing pliers. This is a pair of pliers made out of some weird shiny metal. Jessica assures you that the jaws come together at a special angle or something. Seal shadow pouches. So I imagine I either get a shadow item or I would get experience or something for closing a hole. But I do wonder if there's some cumulative effect of like you reached into all the holes and every 10 hole you become increasingly corrupt or something, or like there's different endpoints of the game depending on how you handle those. If you see any more of those, you should be able to use these pliers to pinch them closed without actually touching them with your hands. Well, neat, thanks. Didn't expect all that to come up. She looks busy, she always does. I guess maybe that interaction still spawned from the Tentacle House one after all? That's entirely possible. Alright, I think I have to go back to the Snackle Mills, because this is living up in my brain somewhere where I really very much need to just kind of deal with it. And so, if I don't deal with it now, it's gonna haunt me. Bewitch them, you know, I've gone through all this, the old blah blah blah, finished the trick. I got a greasy wrench, whatever, I've gone through all that. I even think I came back to here. See, these were the glyphs. So that, I don't think, is even what I was looking for. Some of this is new, I think. Refried bread, iced scone. Yeah, I think this is what I was told to go back for. That this is like the one that I had living in my mind. The unexplored, and it doesn't seem like you can. I think those are magical markings, not hobo code markings. So I will continue to believe that I have located all intended, previously seen hobo codes. Cats and their boons. Personal notes, review your notes. Yes. Okay, I believe that is all, like, feels nice and taken care of. I will close that, but then, other notes and information, these are, it's just telling me where I could go receive them, because I assume I have it right now. Yeah, the boon. Okay, well, here's the other thing I was about to go do. I'm pretty sure it was Captain Dirch, correct the calculations, that had a cat inside. Yes, it was. It absolutely was. Ishmael, try to pet him. Is a lot calmer than he did before. Oh, maybe I only needed the sardines once and I've just unlocked all cat boons. I thought that I needed to have sardines each time. You can now pet Ishmael to receive a boon. Pet him and see what it is. Replace with Ishmael's plaintive meowing echoes in your mind. What does that cat know? Yeah, the added mysticality. That's great. I will definitely take it. The regular house. I guess that makes sense. There are no longer tentacles. Couple of black orbs doing all their orby things that they do. They're just crazy like that. I do so much damage now. And I really, really would just love to be able to one-shot all of them with those moves. They're just not that strong. 2 turns, I guess, overall. It's fine. It's fine. It's not as fast as I'd like, but I'll make do if that's what it's gonna be. Don't know why I'm so salty about it. Alright, as a crazy tentacle monster, will I still be able to use the pliers? That's kind of the question. Okay, yes. Close it up. With a great effort, you manage to drag one side of the rift to the other with the pliers and wrench the whole thing closed, or ply it closed, I guess. 20 experience. But I kind of wanted the dark shorts. I thought that would carry awesome new fantastic powers. Oh, come on. All right. We're going for a wander. I need like 6 experience. Discarded hot dog. Ring out the lichen. Oh, so close. So close. Hey, Molly notices some tin cans. We shoot them up together. Great, good for us. We're so talented. My character sheet, 154, mysticality, and magical weapon attacks. Bam! Be so strong, so very, very strong. That's actually gonna go an insanely far ways in my fighting, I think, I assume. I'll wander out a little bit. A well-dressed man flags you down. Excuse me there, my good chap. Might you have a match? I don't. And he gives you one back. Strange exchange. That guy just loves swapping matches, doesn't he? Yellowish grit. This is the powerful grit again. But an easy way to just rake in experience. I'll say yes this time, and I'll go through the whole thing all over again. Same deal. I have way too many of these greasy wrenches. Do you know what I should go do is go sell a bunch of this garbage that I've accumulated? I really feel like I have too much at this point. The store is over here, man. Oh! After I go get some hat photos. That was the other thing that I wanted to do. Not today. You're passing, all right, on the offer of a lifetime, but that's all right. That's all right. I got a good feeling that the next time I see ya, I'll be in the antique store next door. Right. I did go through that interaction once. It's not literally the case. It's more just like he might, that's his ambition. I think those are actually the hats I specifically modeled. I think that's the case anyways. I want to see if it changes. A new helmet, easy money. It totally changed. I think it is rotating them through. I hadn't noticed that before. That's fantastic. The Eldritch Chef hat. Does this count? Is it different? No, it's not. Okay. That's what I wanted to confirm there. We managed to sneak in one other. Make the bon mottier. Easy. I'm a creative genius. I don't care what's for sale. I want to sell you all of my garbage. Wow, there's so much of it, and I honestly don't even... It's overwhelming how much of it there is. I guess I'm gonna spend a minute, specifically selling the stuff that I don't use ever anymore. I know that I'm not going to use some of those, so I might as well just start getting rid of them. But the odd one I feel like could still come up, so you don't want to spend too much. Dang, man. And things like stench armor, I want to hang on to those in case something comes up and I need that. In the moment, it becomes an important thing that I'm one armor away, and that would have made all the difference. So, I'm trying to be careful with some of that. Do I also not have 14 greasy wrenches? Alright, I got 3, but I'll be selling all those. I don't need any of that. And see, whenever anything tells me maybe it has a use, but you can probably just sell it, I like to hang on to those. I feel like that has value, or has the potential to have value, and so I wouldn't want to throw it away. But then there's something like the fish in a sack, where it just tells me straight up, just go sell this, whatever. And so I kind of want to take its word for it that, yeah, that is meant to just be sold, and so let's just be rid of it. Alright, I sold a bunch of junk, I don't know, probably not even that much, but enough. Enough to feel like I at least got rid of a few things that I potentially don't need. Yeah, weird dragged out end of the episode, because I didn't really know what to do, and I'm trying to tie up some loose ends and stuff, hitting up a few petting cats and getting my photo taken and stuff. It was a weird end there. It's fine. Next time, I got a few places lined up to go visit, potentially building up to exiting the limits of this napkin here. Someday soon, someday. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.